Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 season is on the air. We are once again at Kansas City Municipal Stadium. Today's date is May 17, 1969, for a pretty good American League matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Kansas City Royals. The Royals we've already seen, but this is our first look at the Orioles for the 69 season. They come into this game a record of 23-14. They were one of the best teams in 1969, and some people say they were the best team, even though they didn't win the World Series historically. The Royals, they're doing pretty well themselves. They're 17-16 right now, near the top of the American League West. So, and of course, the Royals won the 72 World Series in my replay. Can they maybe make a run out of here in 1969? We're about to find out, as these two teams will meet each other tonight. Phoenix Knight and Brian B. are first to join us here at Municipal Stadium. The Orioles historically won this game. The Orioles had 4 runs, 8 hits, and an error. The Royals had 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. But as we all know from last night's game, from yesterday's game, we know that Inside Pitch has a mind of its own. And sometimes it can get rambunctious. What will happen tonight, however, is the real question. And we are about to find that out tonight. So I hope you guys will sit back and enjoy a little Inside Pitch baseball as we continue the month of May in the 69 season. Let's go to the beginning. Starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals tonight is Bill Butler. Don't know much about him. 9 wins, 10 losses, a 3.89 ERA, 156 strikeouts and 86 walks in 69. We are at Municipal Stadium. This is a pitcher's park. Only 102 home runs were hit here. So we will see what Kansas City Municipal has. Of course, this was the expansion year for the Royals in 69. But right now, they're really not playing like an expansion team. So anything is possible, and we are all set to go. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Orioles will be the shortstop, Mark Belanger, 287 average, 2 homers, 50 RBIs in 69. We're going to use blue, white, and white dice. Royals are the home team. A pretty good crowd here at Municipal Stadium. Let's see if they get to watch a pretty exciting game like yesterday. Actually, I need a break from yesterday. Let's see if Inside Pitch gives one to me. Let's go to the first pitch. Butler, 2-1, walk, 13. That's going to be too high. Belanger, 1-5. That's a leadoff base hit to center field. So Belanger leads off with a single. And automatically he gets on base just like that. Infield double play. And we'll see the center fielder, Paul Blair, a 285 average, 26 homers, 76 RBIs in 69. Ain't nothing wrong with those stats. Belanger at 14 stolen bases, and he will not go anywhere here. Butler will pitch. Butler, 5-5 against a righty. It's a blank. Blair, 3-1, and Blair hits one to left field, and that's going to be a double right to left field. So the Orioles coming out swinging. Base runner 4, double to left, -1, a 1-3. Belanger will score, and he will. So just like that, a single from Belanger, a double by Blair, and just like that, the Orioles jump out in front 1-0. As Frank S. and Kevin Hayes join us here at Municipal Stadium. Next batter will be the right fielder, the ambassador of baseball himself, Frank Robinson. Does anybody have any problem if I say he was one of the greatest of all time? 308 average, 32 homers, 100 RBIs in 69, and I think he was one of the GOATs. Blair on at second base, strategy roll. Still nobody out in the top of the first. The 8 means Blair goes nowhere. Butler, 3-1, strikeout, 19 is high. Robinson, 5-3, and against the lefty, he's going to hit one into center field, and that's going to be a double. The Orioles are already coming out swinging. A double to left for Frank Robinson. Another run comes in to score, and just like that, the Orioles are showing how good they are. It's already 2-0 in favor of the O's. Looks like it's going to be one of those games. So Robinson on at second on a double. And now the first baseman, Boog Powell. And every time I saw pictures of this guy was ripped. 304 average, 37 homers, 121 RBIs. With the lineup the Orioles have, how did the Mets beat them? Robinson on at second, and nothing on the 8. He stays put. Butler will pitch. Butler, 3-2. That's a pitcher result. Lefty, a 1-2, a single past the pitcher. The 4 just missed. Powell, 5-2. He hits a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Lou Piniella. He will make the catch. Robinson, a 4, hit to left, -3. Pinella's a 0. Robinson can take third on a 1, and he will. It was deep enough, and he winds up on third base. Infield will come in on the fly out. Next up for the O's will be the left fielder, Merv Rettenmund, a 247 average, 4 homers and 25 RBIs in 69. Strategy, nothing on the 6. Butler will pitch. Butler, 3-5, strikeout 6, and that got him. Struck him out. First strikeout for Butler, 2 down. And now that will bring up the third baseman, this guy, Mr. Brooks Robinson, best fielding third baseman of all time. 234 average, 23 homers, 84 RBIs. The human vacuum cleaner is at the plate. Strategy roll, nothing on the 13. Butler will pitch. Butler, 5-6. That is a home run chance. Righty, 1-14. The 15 just missed. Robinson, 5-6. But he does get a base hit into left field. That will be a single. Frank Robinson will come in to score, so he doesn't get the homer, but he does get the RBIs. 3-0 Orioles early. Stadium groans. And now we'll see the second baseman, Davey Johnson, a 280 average, 7 homers, 57 RBIs. Dave Johnson will manage a world champion in about 17 years. Robinson was at first base, and he will stay there. Butler, 4-4, error on a grounder. Johnson, 3-2. That's not an error. Slow hit ball, second base. That's going to get picked up by Jerry Adair. Dave Johnson has a base running rating of 3. And he's safe. And that'll be an infield single. So right now, the Orioles can't do anything wrong. And Bill Butler can't really get anybody out. And now we'll see the catcher, Andy Etchebarren, 249 average, 3 homers, 26 RBIs. As David Vega and Jimmy Jam join us here at Municipal Stadium. Nothing happening on Strat. Butler, 2-4, strikeout 11, called strike 3 on Etchebarren. He got him, and the inning is over. Second strikeout for Butler, but the Orioles get out early. 3 runs, 5 hits, and the Orioles have a quick 3-0 lead going into the bottom of the first. By the way, Municipal Stadium only subtracts 1 from walks. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles tonight is gentleman Jim Palmer. Does anybody have any issues if I say he was one of the greatest of all time? Had a pretty good year in 69. 16 wins, 4 losses, a 2.34 ERA, 123 strikeouts, and 63 walks. Palmer in his younger years, actually, during that time. The Royals will send up the shortstop, Jackie Hernandez, a 222 average, 4 homers, and 40 RBI. Palmer, 2-1. Pitcher result, 11 is too high. Hernandez, 6-1, and that's a fly ball to center field. And Paul Blair will get to that one with no problem. That is out number 1. Next up is the center fielder, Joe Keough, a 187 average, no homers, 7 RBIs in 69. Palmer, 2-1. Pitcher result, the 14 is high. Keough, 5-5, and that's a fly to left. And that getting over that will be Rettenmund, and he takes his time and waits for it, 2 down. And now in his younger years, the next batter is the left fielder, Sweet Lou Piniella, 282 average, 11 homers, 68 RBIs, and 69. Ain't nothing wrong with those stats. Palmer, 2-4, strikeout 4, swing and a miss, struck him out, and then retires the side. First strikeout for Palmer, and 1, 2, 3 go the R's. 3-0 in head in favor of the O's. You miss ABC Monday Night Baseball. That was fun to watch back in the day. Top of the second. Leading off for the O's will be the pitcher, Jim Palmer. He's not a bad hitter, a 203 average and 6 RBIs and 69. Butler, 3-3, range play at the park. Municipal Stadium, 3-5. That's a power hit to left field, and that is a 12. That's going to be a triple for Palmer, but it's a range play for the left fielder, Lou Piniella. Pinella's range is a 4. Does he take a triple away from Palmer? No, he doesn't, and Palmer's going to be safe at third with a 3-bagger. Palmer gets himself a triple. As left fielder, Piniella couldn't get to that. No one could, and Palmer winds up on at third. DH? I don't need no stinking DH. That'll bring up Belanger, and Belanger's 1 for 1. Infield coming in, and right now, Bill Butler not happy with the way this game has started out. Strategy roll, and Palmer will stay put. Butler, 2-5, blank. Belanger, 6-6. That's a ground ball to short. Palmer's going to be held at first base. The throw will go to first for out number 1. The infield was in, and Palmer had a base running rating of 1 with the infield in. They decide to hold him. And now we'll see Blair. Blair got a double his first time up. Infield still in. Well, thank you there, Mr. Frank S. Strategy roll, nothing on the 5. Palmer stays at third. Butler, 1-6. Walk plus 10. That 13 will walk Blair. Blair will trot to first. That is the first walk given up by Butler. It will bring up the ambassador. Robinson is 1 for 1. He got a double, and they're going to call a double play depth and try to turn the 2. Actually, what they do, they're going to call corners in, so second and short will be a double play depth. First and third will be in. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 11. Blair stays where he is, so does Palmer. Butler with the pitch. Butler, 1-4, strikeout, 20 is high. Robinson, 5-5. That's a fly ball to center field. Getting over there is going to be Keogh. He'll make the catch for the out. Robinson, a sacrifice fly of 1, and will bring in Palmer. Palmer will come in to score. It's 4-0 Orioles. Stadium groans. So they do cash in on Palmer's triple. Blair stays at first base. Next batter is Powell, and Powell is 0 for 1, but now there are 2 outs. Yes, Orioles are 69 are one of the all-time best teams. I do agree with that. They just didn't win the World Series. Blair on at first. Strategy. Nothing on the 3. Actually, Blair does get the hit and run, but you're not hitting a run with 2 outs. Butler, 5-3. That is a blank. He's not tired. Powell, 1-5, and that's a fly ball hit straight away right. And it will be Ed Kirkpatrick getting to that, and we'll retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 walk, and a sacrifice fly. A runner is stranded, but we go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Royals is going to be the third baseman, Joe Foy. For some reason, I don't know much about him. 262 average, 11 homers, 71 RBIs, and 69. XESG2 joined us here at Municipal Stadium. Palmer with the deal. Palmer, 3-4, possible error. Foy, 3-5. That's not an error. That's a slow hit ball to short. That ball is picked up by Belanger. Foy has a very high base running rating. His rating is a 5. The throw to first is not in time. Foy easily beats that throw, and that will be an infield single. One man on. We'll now see the right fielder, Ed Kirkpatrick, a 257 average, 14 homers, and 49 RBIs in 69. Doug Hunt joins us here at Municipal Stadium and DB. Anything on the strat? Nope. Foy will actually, Foy gets the steal sign, but you're down by 4 runs. You're not stealing. Palmer, 1-1. That's at the park. Municipal, 2-4. That's a ground ball to short. 1-1-2. Second base, Pivot Johnson +1. A 1-3. It is a double play, and they'll get it. 2 down. So Kirkpatrick grounds out into the 6-4-3 to kill a little bit of a rally there. 2 outs. And now we see the first baseman, Chuck Harrison. Don't know much about him either. 221 average, 3 homers, 18 RBIs. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Municipal Stadium. Palmer, 5-1, strikeout, 15 will miss. Harrison, 5-4, that's a base hit. He hits that one into left field. That will be a single. How big that one was out. And that looks like that is... I think that might be Steeler fan trying to get my mom, as usual. He always goes after my mom. Bon. Steeler fan always trying to reach my mom, I tell you. Next batter for the Royals will be the second baseman, Jerry Adair. A 250 average, 5 homers, 48 RBIs in 69. 2 men down. Harrison on at first, and he will stay put. Palmer, 4-4, strikeout, 18 will miss. Adair, 1-1, that's a base hit. He hits that one past third. Harrison doesn't have the speed even with 2 outs to hold at second base. So another hit for the Royals. And now we have the catcher, Jim Campanis. Don't know much about him either. 157 average and 5 RBIs in 69. Runners at first and second, 2 outs though. Orioles already have a 4-0 lead, and that is a 2, nothing happening there. Palmer, 5-2, wild pitch, a possible pass ball. Etchebarren's pass ball rating is a 4, and he'll make the play, ball 1. Palmer will try again. 3-6, strikeout, 14, swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will retire the side. Second strikeout for Palmer. No runs, 3 hits for the Royals. Strand a couple base runners. And after 2, the O's lead the R's for nothing. Yeah, I kind of think it is him there, Doug. You know, Steeler fan always going after my mom for some reason. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for B-Moore will be Merv Rettenmund, and he's 0 for 1. Butler, he'll go ahead and pitch. Butler, 4-5. Strikeout, 12. That is going to miss. Rettenmund, 2-1. It's a single. He hits that one to left field. Rettenmund will get a base hit, and that's his first hit of the game. It brings up the vacuum cleaner. Robinson is 1 for 1. Infield double play. And nothing on the 19. Brooks Robinson is swinging away. Butler with the pitch. Butler, 5-3. That is a blank, not tired. Robinson, 6-3. That's a line drive right to third. That is out number 1. And the only way Rettenmund is doubled off is on a 1. And he gets back easily, 1 down. A hot shot right to third base, but Joe Foy makes the grab. Rettenmund gets back easily. And now the batter is Johnson, and he got a base hit his first time up. Rettenmund will stay put. Johnson gets the hit and run, but he'll swing away. You got a 4-0 lead. Butler, 5-1, possible error. Johnson, 4-2. That's a power hit to right field. That is an 18 against the lefty. That's going to be way too high. Now it's hit to right field. Ed Kirkpatrick's error rating is a 4. And he'll make the catch, 2 down. It only would have been an error on a 1 or a 3. 2 outs now, and here's Etchebarren. Etchebarren is 0 for 1. Rettenmund still on first. He'll stay at first. Butler, 6-3, range play. Etchebarren, 2-5, fly ball center field. Going after that is Joe Keogh. His range is a 3. That's a 2. He's got it, and the inning is over. Nice play by Keogh out in center. No runs and a hit for the O's. We go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the R's will be the pitcher, Bill Butler. Couldn't really hit him the way out of a paper bag. He's 0.50 average. He did have 3 RBIs, though. Palmer will deal. Palmer, 2-4, strikeout 1. Well, not even close. That ball bounced in the dirt. Butler still swung at it, struck him out. And that is the third strikeout for Palmer. Here's Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. Palmer, 1-6. That is a blank. Hernandez, 6-1, and it's a fly to center field. And getting under that's going to be Blair, and he has plenty of room for it, 2 away. Now Keogh. Keogh's 0 for 1. Palmer goes ahead and deals. 6-4, error on a grounder. Keogh, 1-6. Nope, that's a fly out to left. And getting over there was going to be Rettenman, and he has it, and he will make the catch. And 1, 2, 3 go the Royals. 3 in the books, 4-0 in favor of the Orioles. Fourth inning. Remember, guys, if you guys remember yesterday, no lead is safe at inside pitch. Let's see who leads off. Leading off for the Blackbirds is going to be Jim Palmer. He got a triple his first time up. Butler will pitch. Butler, 4-6, error on a throw. Palmer, 6-5, and that's a base hit to left field. That'll be a single, and there won't be a throwing error. Nobody on base. Palmer gets the first with his second hit of the game, and once again he says, DH? I don't need no stinking DH. Infield a double play. Now the batter is Belanger. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Palmer's not going anywhere. Nope, he won't. Butler will go ahead and pitch. Butler, 5-5 against a righty. It's a blank. Belanger, 6-5. That's a power hit to right field. That's a 9. And against the lefty, that will be a double. It is a double to right field. Palmer, base runner 3, double to right, though, -2. So Palmer scores on a 1, and he'll hold. The throw came in pretty quickly from the right fielder. Ed Kirkpatrick has a pretty decent arm, and runners at second and third and no one out. Next batter is Blair. Infield coming in. And once again, Butler in some trouble here. Blair is 1 for 1, a double and a walk. Strategy, nothing on the 16. Butler will pitch. Butler, 3-5, strikeout. 14 is high. Blair, 6-2, and that's a deep fly ball to right. Going over there is going to be Kirkpatrick. He'll make the catch for the out. Blair, a sacrifice fly of 1. Does not get Palmer that way. Base runner 3. Kirkpatrick -1. A 1-2. Palmer still scores, and it's a 6. Here comes the throw. Here comes the throw. Kirkpatrick, a -1 arm. So a 1-4, there could be a play. It is a 5. Palmer puts on the brakes and heads back to third. They go ahead and bluffed to see what Kirkpatrick will do, but Kirkpatrick did throw the ball in pretty good, but he held there. And there is now still 1 out. That will bring up Frank Robinson, and he is 1 for 2 with a double and a sacrifice fly. Infield still in, and that is a 2-0 happening. Butler will pitch. Butler, 3-5, strikeout. 16 will miss. Robinson, 3-4. That's a single into center field, and more runs are going to score. Palmer will come in. Belanger, base runner 4. Single to center +3 makes him a 7. There's not going to be a throw. He will score. Robinson goes to first. RBI single. Orioles all over the Royals today. 6-0. Stadium groans. So right now the Orioles can't do anything wrong. And here comes Powell. And the Royals already looking at the bullpen for Butler, but they really would like to see if he can get at least to his batter's face. Now infielder double play depth. Strategy rolls are still good. Nothing on the 14. Butler, 1-6. That's a walk plus 10. That 19 barely walks Powell, but it does. Powell becomes a 20. -1 is a 19, and he will walk him. And it looks like it's going to be one of those days for the Royals. Here's Rettenmund. And Rettenmund is 1 for 2. Orioles all over the Royals right now, 6-0. We're only in the 4th. Strategy, nothing on the 18. Robinson on at second. Powell on at first. Still 1 out here in the 4th inning. Butler, 5-3. That is a blank. Still not tired. Rettenmund, 1-2. And that's a ground ball to third. And that was hit towards the hole. So 4-3-4. Second base pivot is a dare, -1. A 1-3. They'll get the double play. And they will. And that will retire the side. 5-4-3 double play. 2 runs for the O's on 3 hits and a walk. But they have a 6-0 lead here as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. As I said, looks like it's going to be one of those games. Leading off for the R's will be Lou Piniella, and he's 0 for 1. Palmer has a 6-run lead to work with. 1-6, blank. Piniella, 4-2. That's a ground out to short, handled there by Belanger. And over to first it goes. Next up is Foy. Foy got a base hit his first time up. Palmer, 2-1. Pitcher result, that 12 against the righty is too high. Foy, 6-5. That's fly to left field. Rettenmund says he'll have it near the line, but he'll take it in, 2 down. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Municipal Stadium. Here's Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick is 0 for 2. Bring in Bo. About 20 years too early, Phil, but then again, you know that. Palmer, 2-6, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. 4th strikeout for Palmer. He is in total command, but when you have a 6-0 lead, pretty much you can do whatever you want on the mound. 6-0 Orioles after 4. Top of the 5th. Leading off for the Blackbirds will be Brooks Robinson, the human vacuum cleaner. He's 1 for 2. Butler will deal. They'll keep him on there. Butler 2-3 against the righty, blank. Robinson 1-2, and Robinson gets himself a double into left field. He's hitting. That's his 2nd hit of the game. Leadoff double for B. Robinson. It'll bring up Johnson, future champion manager, by the way. 1 for 2. I wonder what team he managed the World Series in 1986. I'll have to check that. Robinson on at second. Strategy rolls are now off. Butler, 1-4. Strikeout 2. He'll get Johnson. Struck him out, and that is the 3rd K for Butler. 1 down. Next up is Echebarren. Echebarren is 0 for 2. You're about maybe 5 or 6 years too early for George Brett there. Robinson on at second. Nothing happening there. I don't know why I'm rolling the strat. Strat rolls are off. Butler, 5-5 against the righty. It's a blank. Echebarren, 2-2. He gets a base hit past short, and that will be a single, and that will be good enough for Robinson. He'll come around. He will score. It's 7-0 Orioles. They get the extra point. RBI single by Echebarren. The next batter is Palmer. He's 2 for 2, and that's it for Butler. as the Royals have seen enough. So now Jim Palmer comes up to bat as Bill Butler can't get out of the fifth. We will see a new pitcher for the Royals, and it is going to be Dave Wickersham. 2 wins, 3 losses, 5 saves, a 3.96 ERA. Wickersham will be the second Royal pitcher. So runner on at first, 1 out here on the top of the fifth, 7-0 O's. And strategy rolls, of course, are off. Wickersham can pitch to 6 batters before he tires. We'll see how long he goes. Wickersham, 6-2, range play. Palmer, 3-6. That's a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Lou Piniella. Pinella's range is a 4. Does Palmer get his 3rd hit of the night? No, yes, he does. It's a base hit. That'll be a single to... That's a fly. Actually, it's a fly ball, right? Fly ball to left field, and that's gonna be a base hit. Echebarren, base runner 2, hit to left field. -2 is a 0. Echebarren automatically stops at second. Palmer has his 3rd hit of the night. DH, I keep on telling you, I don't need no stinking DH. Infielder double play depth. Now batter is Belanger. Belanger 2 for 3, a single and a double. And right now, as I said, the Orioles really can't do anything wrong. Wickersham will pitch. 4-1, possible error. Belanger, 4-2. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Joe Foy. His error rating is a 7. That's a 1. He's going to pick it up, drop it, pick it up, drop it. Everybody's safe. It's an error. And that's going to be an E5. That'll be on Foy. And that is the first error for the Royals in this game. They did not have any errors in the game historically, but the bases are loaded for Blair. So now with runners at bases are loaded, they're going to call 7-0. It really doesn't matter right now. Royals down by 7. And his double play rating is horrible. They're going to go ahead and call the infield in, try to maybe stop out a run. So Wickersham comes in. He can't get anyone. Blair is up. He's 1 for 2, a double and a walk. Wickersham, 3-2, strikeout 13 will miss. Blair, 2-6. That's a ground ball to third. Now, Blair's double play rating is a 2, but -2 from Wickersham is a 0. The infield is in. Echebarren's base running rating is a 0. He's pretty much going to be, the only way he scores is on a, there's no chance of a double play. The only way he scores is on a 6. Nope. Echebarren will be thrown out at the plate, and that's all they're going to get. There's no chance of a double play on that. Because a 0 was the call on double play. The only way he would have scored on a 6, because it would have been a slow rolling grounder. There are now 2 outs. But runners do move up on the fielder's choice. But the bases are still loaded for Frank Robinson, the ambassador, and he is 2 for 3, a single and a double. Bases loaded. Wickersham, another great baseball name, trying to get out of this. 2 outs here, trying to do something. Wickersham with the pitch. 1-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Robinson, 4-3, and it's a base hit to center field. That'll be a single. Palmer will score. Belanger with 2 outs, a base runner 5. Hit to center field, +2 is a 7. Hit +7 is a, there will not be a throw home. Belanger will score. Blair, base runner 5 with 2 outs becomes a 6. And and that will be, there will not be a throw to him either, because Blair is automatically a 6, so he gets the third. 2 runs come in, 9-0 O's. Stadium groans. Third hit of the game for Robinson, and right now the Orioles are just putting a beat down on the Royals. And here comes Powell. Powell is 0 for 2 with a walk. They're going to leave Wickersham out there. You might as well. You're down 9-0. So it looks like we're going to have a blowout here tonight. Wickersham, 2-5. That's a base hit single right past the pitcher and up the middle. Blair will score. Robinson, a base running rating of 4. That'll be what becomes a 5 with 2 outs. That's fast enough. He'll get to third. And it is now 10-0 O's. And they now get the field goal and now lead 10-0. Stadium groans. So Blair scores. Robinson to third, another single. Batter now is Redmond, and Baltimore is just destroying the poor Royals. Still 2-0, still 2 outs, but the Orioles have a 10-0 lead here. And I don't know why I'm rolling a strat. Wickersham will pitch. Wickersham, 5-4, blank. Redmond, 5-4, and against the righty, that's a fly ball to left field. Pinella's going to get to it. He'll make the catch, retire the side. The Royals send 9 batters to the plate. 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, 1 error. And it is 10-0 O's. And we're only halfway through the ball game. I guess Baltimore's been waiting all this time to show how good they are going to be. Does anybody agree with me that this team is going to be very tough to beat in the postseason? Because I think that's, unless they completely collapse in FastScore, which I really don't see happening, Baltimore is going to be there. Bottom of the 5th, leading off for the Royals will be Chuck Harrison, and he's singled his first time up. Palmer with the pitch. Palmer, 5-1, strikeout 1, swing and a miss, struck him out. 5th K for Palmer. Palmer should be looking at a complete game here. Next up is Adair. He got a single his first time up. Palmer, 4-3, against a righty. That's a home run result. Against a righty, Adair needs a 6. The 7 just missed. Adair, 5-5, but he does get a single. He'll hit that one into center field. Royals get a base runner. And that would be like a moral victory right now. Here's Campanis. Campanis is 0-for-1. Infield to double play. Strategy rolls are off. Palmer will go ahead and pitch. Palmer, 2-1. Pitcher result. The 10 against the righty is high. Campanis, 3-3. That's flied to left field. And Redmond has his eyes on it. Now he has it in his glove, and that's out number 2. Pinch hitter coming in for Wickersham, as he was tired anyway, so the Royals will bring a new batter to the plate, and it is going to be Pat Kelly. 264 average, 8 homers, 32 RBIs in 69. So Palmer will go ahead and pitch to Kelly. Adair on it first. Palmer, 4-6. That is a blank, not tired. Kelly, 1-1. That's a ground out to second base. It's a weak grounder. Davey Johnson's got it, and he's going to throw to shortstop, covering to get Adair, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Royals, and right now they are just demoralized, as this Baltimore team is just telling Kansas City, no, you do not belong on the same field with us. 10-0 O's after 5. We go to the top of the 6th in this blowout. Brooks Robinson, the human vacuum cleaner, leads off. He's 2-for-3, a single and a double. And we need a new pitcher for the Royals. And they're going to go ahead and bring out Tom Bergmeyer. 3 wins, 1 loss, a 4.19 ERA. Right now, it really doesn't matter who the Royals bring out in a 10-0 deficit. They just want to get some innings. So Tom Bergmeyer will pitch to Robinson here to start the top of the 6th. Blackbirds lead 10-0. Bergmeyer, 4-6. That's a blank. Robinson, 2-5. That's a base hit. Robinson continues to hit the ball. That's a single to center. That's his third hit of the game. So the vacuum cleaner sucks a ball in and blows it out to center. Here's Johnson. He's 1 for 3. Infield double play. Bergmeyer, 4-5. Range play at the park. Municipal, 6-3. Grounded at the plate. That's got to get picked up by Campanis. He was excellent. His range is a 5. It's a 3. He's got it, and he'll throw to first to get the out. Robinson will move to second base. An easy out there on a ground ball to the catcher. Robinson moves to second on the ground out, right in front of the plate. And Campanis only had a play at first. Here's Echebarren. Echebarren is 1 for 3 with a single. 1 out. Infield is back. Robinson with the deal at the second, and Bergmeyer with the pitch. 2-1. That's at the park. Municipal Stadium, 4-2, and that is a blank. We will have a rare play with men on. 13, batter slides head first into first base. He is out, trying to beat out a slow grounder to shortstop. Runners advance 1 base, but check for injury to batter. Well, Andy Echebarren, his injury rating is a 3. And that's automatically going to take him out of the game. He will be done. So the Orioles just lost Echebarren for the rest of the ball game. He is out of there by injury. And that was a ground out. As Brooks Robinson did move over to third. The batter is Palmer. He will bat. And we need a new catcher for the Orioles. And that's going to be Ellie Hendricks. He'll take over at catcher. So timeout as I go ahead and put Hendricks in there, as he will take over at the catcher spot. He's not as good. 3-2-2 -1, though. Doesn't make it that many errors, though. 3-2-2 -1. So Ellie Hendricks will take over at catcher. Remember, only game day injuries in the only game days in the regular season. Only for this game, yes. Remember, as played lineups. So if I was playing the Orioles tomorrow, which I'm not, but if he was, he could play the game if he was. Remember, game day injuries only in the regular season. Remember, the playoffs, though, were full-time. So Robinson on at third, and that was the second out. There are 2 outs. Bergmeyer will pitch to Palmer. Palmer's had an awesome night. 3 for 3, a triple and 2 singles. Bergmeyer, 1-6, that's a blank. Palmer, 6-2, and Palmer's going to go 4 for 4. That's a base hit to right field. Robinson will score. Palmer goes to first. It's 11-0 Orioles, and once again, Palmer says, if I said it once, I'll say it again. I don't need no stinking DH. And that might be the first time I've had a pitcher go 4 for 4. Might be. Run does score, though, so the Orioles now lead 11-0. Palmer on at first. Here's Belanger. Belanger is 2 for 4. A single, a double, and reached on an error. I'm pretty sure it's the first time I had a pitcher go 4 for 4. I don't think I've ever had that happen. Palmer on first, Bergmeyer with the pitch. 1-2 against the righty. That's a base hit past the pitcher, and that will be a single. Palmer with 2 outs. His base running rating becomes a 4. He'll go to third. An RBI, not an RBI, but a single for Belanger, as the Orioles right now are just hitting them all over the place. Here's Blair, and Blair is 1 for 3, a double and a walk. 2 outs, 11-0 Orioles. Bergmeyer will go ahead and pitch. 2-1, that's at the park. Municipal Stadium, 6-5. That is a fly ball to center field. That'll stay in the park. And Joe Keough says he'll get it, make the catch, and retire the side. 1 run, 3 hits for the Orioles. And they are just absolutely putting on a clinic at the plate, as right now the Orioles are teaching the Royals how to play baseball, and they lead 11-0 going in the bottom of the sixth. Palmer back on the mound. Jackie Hernandez leads off for the Royals. He's 0 for 2. 11-0 O's. Palmer, 5-1, strikeout 5, swing and a miss. Got him. And that is the 6th strikeout for Palmer, 1 down. It'll bring up Keogh. Keogh is 0 for 2. Palmer will pitch. 5-4 against the lefty blank. Keogh, 4-2, ground out to second. Davey Johnson says he'll take it, and he'll throw it to first. And here comes Piniella. Pinella's 0 for 2. Palmer with the deal. Palmer, 6-4, error on a grounder. Piniella, 2-4 against a righty. It is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to first. Getting over there is Boog Powell. His error rating is a 4. That's a 1 right through the wickets and into the outfield for an error. Powell misjudges the bounce, and that is going to be an E3. That'll be the first error on the Orioles in this game. They did have an error historically. So an error on Boog Powell's, it goes through the wickets, and Pinella's safe at first. And the batter now is Foy. And Foy is 1 for 2. So Palmer has to pitch to another batter. Palmer, 3-1 against a righty, strikeout plus 10. That's a 16, and that's going to make Foy an 18. That is a swing and a miss and a steer right out, and the inning is done. 7th strikeout for Palmer. No runs, no hits. There was an error, but that is all. 11-0 in favor of the Blackbirds. We go to the top of the 7th. Bergmeyer can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. They're going to let him pitch. This is the 1960s, not the 2020s. Frank Robinson leads off. He's having a good night. 3 for 4, 2 singles and a double. Bergmeyer will pitch. Bergmeyer, 5-6 against a righty. Strikeout 10 will miss. Robinson, 4-5, and that is a ground out to short, handled by Hernandez. And he will throw it over to first. Next up is Powell. Powell is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. Bergmeyer, 6-1, strikeout 18, that will be high. Powell, 5-4, and he hits one deep to right field, but it will stay in the park as Ed Kirkpatrick will make the play for out number 2. Bergmeyer now tired. They say just go out there and pitch. Next up is Redmond, and he is 1 for 4. Bergmeyer looking in on Redmond. The fans that are still here at Municipal Stadium right now just relaxing, chugging a cold one. Bergmeyer, 1-3. That is a range play. Redmond, 2-4. Fly ball left field. Going after that is Lou Piniella. His range is a 4. That's a 6. He won't get that one, and it's going to be a single for Redmond. So Redmond hits one where Piniella is not. Second hit of the ball game for him, and it now brings up the vacuum cleaner. Brooks Robinson is 3 for 4 tonight. Redmond on it first. Bergmeyer says, you want me to pitch? They say, yeah, you might as well. Bergmeyer is tired, but he will pitch. 2-6, error on a grounder. Robinson, 1-3 against the lefty. That's a ground ball to second base. Going after that is Jerry Adair. His error rating is a 4. That's an 18. He won't make an error. He's got it. He'll throw over to first to get the out and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the O's. The Orioles have gotten a hit in every single inning, and they are right now cruising at 11-0. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we've got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night. It will be May 20th, and it's the final game of the first schedule block. We have seen every team in this season so far except for one. We see them tomorrow night. We will be at San Diego Stadium. It will be the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the San Diego Padres. Our first look at the Padres for the 69 season. Jim Bunning, once again, will be on the mound for the Pirates, but Joe Niekro will be on the mound for the Padres. So we get our first look at the Friars tomorrow, and it should be a lot of fun to watch at San Diego Stadium as we've completed the first block. And we have another block ready to go. So it'll be Bunning going up against Joe Niekro, the Pirates and the Padres tomorrow night here on the network. Bottom of the seventh inning here, Orioles all over the Royals, 11-0. Leading off for KC will be Ed Kirkpatrick. He is 0 for 2. Palmer has plenty in the tank, and even if he didn't, with this kind of lead, he should get a complete game, unless he can't go. Palmer, 2-5, walk 9, and that is ball 4. He does walk Kirkpatrick. Leadoff walk to Kirkpatrick. Here's Harrison. Harrison 1 for 2 with a single. Infield double play. Palmer will pitch. Palmer 2-1. Pitcher result 5 is going to be an automatic out. And it's going to be a fly ball to left field. Merv Rettenman will get to that one and make the play. 2 down. And now here's Adair. Adair's got 2 singles tonight. He's had a pretty good night, although the rest of the team hasn't done anything. What happened to the Pilots? That was yesterday, Philip. And what a game that was. Kirkpatrick on it first, Palmer with the pitch. 6-5 against a righty. It's an automatic out. And it will be a ground out to second base. 3-3-4. Shortstop pivot Belanger +1. A 1-5. It's a double play. Of course, it's a 6 like always. And Kirkpatrick will wind up at second. And Adair is thrown out. So ground out to second, but Kirkpatrick gets to second base. And now we'll see Campanis. He's 0 for 2. Kirkpatrick. Why aren't they around anymore? That's because they became the Milwaukee Brewers there, Philip Reynolds. Kirkpatrick on at second. Palmer will pitch. Palmer, 6-5 against a righty. It's an automatic out, and it will be a ground ball to second base taken care of by Davy Johnson, and he tosses it to first, and that's just a cruising inning for Palmer. Nothing across except a walk. 11-0 Blackbirds. We go to the top of the 8th. Leading off for the Orioles will be Davy Johnson, and he is 1 for 4. Bergmeyer is tired, and they're going to take him out. That'll be it for him, as Kansas City will go to the bullpen. Try to get some pitchers some work. And coming on to pitch for the Royals now will be Mike Hegland. 3 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, a 3.24 ERA. Hegland is also capable of hitting. He may be batting in this inning because he can pitch to 10 batters, so it really may not matter, as he may be batting. We'll see what happens. So Hegland will pitch to Johnson here. Hegland, 6-5, walk, 13, that will miss. Johnson, 4-4, it's a fly ball to center. Joe Keogh will come around and grab it for the out. Next up is the new catcher, Ellie Hendricks, who took over for the injured Etchebarren. Hendricks, 244 average, 12 homers, 38 RBIs. Stats are pretty respectable. Hegland with the pitch. Hegland, 1-6, blank. Hendricks, 1-2, fly ball center field. And once again, Keogh says he has it, and that will be the second out. Now coming up to bat is Jim Palmer. Palmer is 4 for 4 tonight, a triple and 3 singles. I know for a fact I've never had a pitcher go 5 for 5. Headland will pitch to him. Headland, 3-5, walk, 18, that will miss. Palmer swings, 1-1, no. Line drive right to Headland, he grabs it, the inning is over. And the Orioles in the dugout go to Palmer and said, man, can't you hit it any better than that? Come on, man, that's nothing. And for the first time in the ball game, the Orioles are sent down in order 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Palmer can still pitch to 4 batters before fatigue. And they're going to let Mike Headland, leading off is going to be the pitcher, Mike Headland, and he is going to bat. And he will bat. Why not? So here comes Mike Headland, a 152 average and an RBI in 69. You're down 11-0, you might as well. Palmer with the pitch. 5-5 against the righty, strikeout plus 10. That's a 4. It doesn't get any worse than that. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 8 for Palmer. 1 out. Here comes Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 3. Palmer in total command of the ball game, but having an 11-0 lead doesn't hurt either. Palmer, 5-3, walk plus 10. That 5 will walk Hernandez. He does make a walk here, and that is the second walk issued by Palmer. Here comes Keogh. Keogh is 0 for 3. Infield a double play. Palmer goes ahead and deals. Palmer, 1-3. That's an automatic out, and it will be a fly out to right field. And Frank Robinson says he has it, and that's out number 2. And now Piniella. Piniella is 0 for 3, but reached on an error his last time up. Hernandez on at first. Palmer will be tired after Piniella, though. Palmer, 5-3. That's a walk plus 10. That 16 is going to walk Piniella, and now runners at first and second. Third walk issued by Palmer. It will bring up Foy. Foy will bat. Foy is 1 for 3. He's got a single. Palmer is tired, and Weaver is telling him, you stay out there until your arm falls off. Palmer will go ahead and pitch. Palmer, 3-1 against a righty, strikeout plus 10. That 19, no, that will just miss. Foy, 1-2. It's a ground out to short, handled there by Belanger. And the throw's going to go to second to get Piniella, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, 2 walks. And Palmer looking at a complete game here. And after 8, 11-0 is their score. I do apologize for the blowout. We haven't had many of them this season so far. Top of the 9th. The Orioles lead 11-0. Mike Headland will pitch. He might as well. Mark Belanger leads off for Beemore. He is 3 for 5. 2 singles, a double, and reached on an error. Headland, he will deal. Headland, 2-1, strikeout, 15 will miss. Belanger, a 3-5, that's a ground out to the shortstop. Jackie Hernandez will get it and throw it over. Here comes Blair. Blair is 1 for 4, doubled his first time up. By the way, everybody in the Oriole lineup does have a hit, except for Hendricks, but he came in for the injured Echebarren, so I'm not going to count. So everybody, every position has had a hit tonight. Headland, 6-3, range play. Blair, 3-3, fly ball, left field. Going after that is Lou Piniella. He's had a rough night, though, but his range is a 4. And he's got it on the run, 2 outs. Nice play by Piniella On a fly out the left, he finally makes a play out there. And here comes Frank Robinson, and he is 3 for 5, 2 singles and a double. Mel Stottlemyre went 5 for 5 in the game. Okay, but I've never had that, but I think this is the first time I've had a pitcher go 4 for 4. So that might be special for me. But yes, I think you're right there, Tim. Headland with the pitch. Headland, 4-3, error, grounder. Robinson, right, I'll re-roll that. Robinson, 3-6. Nope, that's a fly ball to center field. And coming under that will be Keogh, and he will make the catch and retire the side. The Orioles did not get any. The Royals never got the Orioles out in order until Mike Headland came up to pitch. 1, 2, 3 go the O's, and we go to the bottom of the ninth. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Although this would be a ninth inning miracle. Palmer is tired. They say go out there and pitch. Leading off for the Royals will be Ed Kirkpatrick, and he is 0 for 2 with a walk. Earl Weaver then stay out there until you get exhausted. Palmer, 4-6. He is exhausted. That is an S1. He is tired. In parentheses, that is a base hit right past the mound and up into the outfield for a single. That will take Palmer out. So Palmer gives up a single. That will be it for him. As he is exhausted, he said, well, coach, I tried to get out of there. Go take a seat, and we'll bring in somebody in. So a new pitcher coming in for the Orioles. And let's see who that's going to be. And they're going to go ahead. Let's see. First of all, the batter. The batter for the Royals is Chuck Harrison. And they're going to go with... Coming on to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Dave Leonard. I think that's pronounced Leonard or Leonard. Someone help me out there. I think it's still pronounced Leonard. Dave Leonard, 7 wins, 4 losses, a save, a 2.49 ERA. Tell you right now, the Oriole bullpen is pretty darn good. Infield double play. Harrison, the batter, he's 1 for 3. Leonard, 6-5 against the righty. It's a blank. Harrison, 4-1. That's a ground out to third. 2-2-3. Second base, pivot Johnson +1. 1-4. It's a double play. No. Kirkpatrick thrown out. Harrison takes first on the fielder's choice. Could not turn 2. It'll bring up Adair. Adair is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Leonard. Thank you there, XESG. So 1 out. Harrison on at first. Leonard will go ahead and pitch. Leonard, 4-5. That's a walk +10, and that 3 will walk him. So Leonard draws a walk. Now runners at first and second with 1 out. Next up is Campanis. Campanis is 0 for 3. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. Orioles lead 11-0. Can the Royals at least try to get a run or something? Leonard will pitch. 1-2. That's a blank. He's not tired. Campanis, 6-6. That's a power hit to left field. That's an 18. That's going to be too high. It's going to be a fly ball to left. Redmond will get to it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Harrison stays at second. And now a pinch hitter coming in for Mike Headland as the Royals are going to go to the bench. And coming on to pinch hit will be Mike Fiore. 274 average, 12 homers, 34 RBIs. Fiore is the last chance for the Royals here. Harrison on at second, Adair on at first. Leonard trying to keep the game where it is, trying to complete the shutout. Fans here, the ones that are left, hoping for some miracle to occur. Leonard, 3-4, strikeout 5, and they won't get that miracle. Swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over, and that's your game. No runs and a hit for the Royals as the Baltimore Orioles come in here to Municipal Stadium and take the Royals behind their own woodshed and pound them 11-0. Stadium groans. In a game where nothing went right for the Royals and everything pretty much went right for the Orioles, and they'll go ahead and take the win here. Final line score coming up. For the Orioles, 11 runs, 19 hits, 1 error. For the Royals, no runs, 7 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher, of course, is, well, gentleman Jim Palmer. The losing pitcher, Bill Butler. And I'll go ahead and I'll give, since Leonard didn't allow a run, I'll still give him a hold, even though it really wasn't a matter, but I'll give him a hold anyway. So the Orioles go ahead and come in here to KC and just absolutely trounce them. This is our first look at Baltimore. It definitely won't be our last. But we are not done yet. 10-minute ticker is coming up next. That is definitely not our last look at the Orioles. Absolutely. We're going to be seeing a lot of that team in the rest of this regular season and the postseason, I'm pretty sure. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So Baltimore goes ahead and pounds Kansas City. Wasn't even close. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight. May 17th, Seattle at Boston. Pilots 8-32, and that is 3. Boston 18-46, and that's 7, a win for the Bo Sox. Washington and the White Sox. Senators 15-61, 8 runs. White Sox 13-63, also 8 runs. They go to extras. Washington rolls a 2 plus 0. Chicago rolls a 4 plus 0. That will be a win for the Pale Hose. Oakland at Cleveland. Oakland, let's see here. Oakland 14-53, 6 runs. Cleveland 5-56, and that's 5 runs, and that will be a win for the Athletics. Detroit at Minnesota. Detroit 10-51, 5 runs. Twins 8-55, 5 runs. That's a tie. So we go to extras there. Detroit rolls a 4. -1 is 3. Minnesota rolls a 5. -3 is 2. That's a win for the Tigers. California and the Yankees. Angels 4-64 and 6 runs. Yankees 7-41, 3 runs. It's a win for the Halos. Mets and the Reds. Mets 6-14, and that's 1. Reds 11-35, and that's 4. That will be a win for the Reds. Cubs and the Astros. Cubs 14-24, and that is 3. Astros 7-11, that's 0. That is a win for the Cubs. Pirates and the Dodgers. Pirates 6-32, 2 runs. Dodgers 8-46, 4 runs. A win for the Bums. Giants and the Phils. Giants 25-45, and that's 8. Phillies 4-65, and that is 7. Close, but the Giants win the game. Cardinals and the Padres. Cardinals 9-46, that's 5. Friars -412, that's 0. A win for the Redbirds. On to my birthday, May 18th, Seattle at Boston. Seattle 9-45, 4 runs. Red Sox 17-44, that's 6 runs. And that's a win. That's a win for the Red Sox. Washington and the White Sox in a doubleheader. Senators 10-44 and 4 runs. White Sox 8-36, 3 runs. The Senators win the first one. Senators 13-16, and that's 2 runs. White Sox 111, that's 0. And Washington take both games. I gotta tell you right now, the White Sox, they are terrible. Baltimore at Kansas City. Orioles 13-66, and that's 10. Kansas City 0-14, that's 0. And the Orioles shut the Royals out again. Detroit and Minnesota. Tigers 9-25, and that's 3. Twins 11-44, and that is 5. That's a win for the Twin Cities. California and the Yankees in a doubleheader. Angels -163, that's 4. Yankees 0-65, that's 5. Wow, terrible game, but the Yankees win the first one. Angels 4-23, and that's 1. Yankees 6-55, that is 5. The Yankees win both games. Cubs and the Astros. Cubs 11-56, and that's 6. Astros 9-54, that's 5. Another win for the Cubs. Pirates and the Dodgers. Pirates 5-36, and that's 3. Dodgers 6-61, that is 5. A win for the Dodgers. Braves and the Expos. Braves 14-64, and that's 9. Expos 6-64, and that's 6. A win for the Bravos. Giants and the Phillies. Giants 10-32, 3 runs. Phillies 2-15, 0 runs. Another win for the G-Men. Cardinals and the Padres. Cardinals 10-15, that is 2 runs. Padres 3-32, and that is 2 runs. They will go to extras. Both teams roll a 3. St. Louis +0, Padres +3. That will be a win for the Padres at home. On to May 20th. And, okay. There was no game on May 19th. So I guess that's it. So I'm only doing 2 games today. There's no game on May 19th. I go straight to May 20th, and that was the that was the Padres game, and we'll stick with that. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be at San Diego Stadium. We get our first look at the Friars for May 20th. The Pittsburgh Pirates will take on the San Diego Padres. Jim Bunning will be going for the Pirates, and Joe Niekro will be going for the Padres. Our first look there should be a good game, hopefully, for May 20th. So I hope you'll join us for that exciting matchup, which hopefully will be better than the one we had tonight, although tonight wasn't too bad. Pirates and Friars, Bunning and Niekro, be there or be square. David Vega, Philip Reynolds, ex-ESG2, Clee baseball fan. Let's see here. Chuck Rawlings, Doug Hunt. And let's see here. DB, Frank S., Jimmy Jam, Kevin Hayes, and Phoenix Knight, and Brian B. I hope I got everyone. Thank you all for joining me today. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Baltimore Orioles take the Kansas City Royals behind their own woodshed and just plain spank them. 11-0 tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.